Back in at the Riviera Lanes, and here's how the final rounds are set in today's competition. Marty Piraino and Dave Davis, our 4th and 5th ranked bowlers in the tournament thus far, will meet in the first game. Now, the winner of this match will attempt to bowl his way past Don Johnson in 3rd place, Dick Batista in 2nd place, and finally meet Johnny Petraglia for the $25,000 check. And here we go.
Hit off the wall, Chris.
And the 1968 winner of the Tournament of Champions has opened up with a big strike. So way to go. Dave Davis, now 47 years old, from Syracuse, New York. Marty Piraino. Piraino, of course, Billy, will now have to cover a single pin in order to mark with the spare. It's the 5 pin right in the center of the lane. And the left-hander now, using 3/4 of the approach up to the line.
47 years old, Chris. It's been a grueling grind, but I'll tell you what, this guy is all heart.
And it's only his 3rd tournament on the television tour this year out of 13, and I'd have to say that he has plenty of athletic ability, as evidenced here, the fact that he's here in the very first game of the finals.
There's his average, 205 for the week here.
And it's a big strike. Marty Piraino, 47, 5'6", 175 pounds, owner of a bowling lane in Syracuse. And he's bowling the very first game against Dave Davis, now bowling out of Miami, Florida. He opened with a strike, trying to double here. The 4-7, Dave Davis on the right lane. The pair here at the Riviera Lanes.
Same pair that they have played on. Remember, Don Johnson bowled 299 here for the finish last year. The highest game in the tournament this year has been a 290 by this man right here, Dave Davis. Spare in the first frame and 11 strikes. Not on this pair, though.
And it came up just enough from the left side to cover the 4-7. So we have an even first game after 2 frames, and it'll be Davis, who, incidentally, this week in the competition told me he lost 18 pounds. He is 6'2", so that means he's down to about 130 pounds. And Billy, that just shows how much pressure is on.
He was really working hard, too. Dave got here right quickly after New Orleans, and he bowled about 25 games a day. He didn't lose it just in the tournament. He bowled a lot of practice games, too, in the 3 days prior.
Plenty of mixing action. So it's a strike in the 3rd frame for Davis. Here it is again.
Chris, a lot of churning on that ball, and the pin's going to come back off the wall and get that mixer strike. And that's a sign that the ball is rolling, the revolution from him left to right.
Piraino. And there's a double for the 47-year-older. And he takes a 10-pin lead.
Chris, he can increase it to 20 with another strike. He's wheeling. Look at that power.
So with a 20-pin lead, it's Piraino in the lead. The action will continue live and in color on the Professional Bowlers Tour. Oh, boy, am I having trouble here. Our ABC Series Professional Bowlers Tour, live and in color, final stop, all at the Tournament of Champions. Continuing now in the first game, Dave Davis trails by 20 with a strike up, shooting in the 4th. leaving the 6 pin on the right lane.
Chris, one of the great stylists in the bowling game, Dave Davis, everything by the book. Full pendulum arm swing. You see from the fully extended arm there now the key leverage as he makes that knee bend. Look at this for reach, follow through, balance. Look at that foot. Doesn't move.
Cross lane now. He's sort of stuck at the line, and that's what he's checking.
Earlier we talked to Dave Davis, and he had this to say about his hook and his adjustments.
Well, this week, I started out playing fairly deep inside. The lanes were hooking earlier in the week, and as the tournament progressed, of course, there was a little buildup of oil. We had to move further outside. I had to extend my push away a lot further to get the reach that I needed here. And it's been a little tough all week. The fellows that have made the show here have worked very hard for it, and I don't know, we're just very fortunate to be where we are, I guess, today.
Dave Davis, who on that last shot left the 4-7. Trailing by 22 pins. The winner of this game, of course, moves a step closer to the first prize money of $25,000. The winner's opponent will be Don Johnson, the defending champion. Tough break. Open frame, Dave Davis.
Stuck again, Chris, stuck at that line, and then he didn't get his full lift. You see the ball sliding right at that point. It's not making its turn back from left to right, and so it doesn't come up enough.
Piraino now. That was even a high hit and a powerful strike, putting 4 in a row and increasing his lead to 43, Billy.
He's a real fighter, Chris. That's his trademark in this game. He only made the summer tour for years because he operates this bowling establishment. And whenever he came out, he always performed admirably.
Five in a row. 47-year-old Marty Piraino from Syracuse, New York. And that really applies the pressure to any opponent. This is Dave Davis now, up and trailing by 53 pins. An open frame in the 5th, now shooting in the 6th. $7-10. Really disastrous.
That's the most dreaded split, the big wide one. Now he puts it into motion, Chris, with that same full arm swing. Now right at this point of release, that's been Dave's problem all week, is getting too much hook on the ball. And there you see it going right through the heart. That's what he was talking about by extending his push away, trying to get more speed.
So it's back-to-back open frames for Dave Davis here in Ohio. Tournament of Champions. Dave, 29 later this month. He has won 12 Professional Bowling Association championships. The most recent was in San Jose, California last year. Ranks 3rd in the all-time earnings list. Striking in the 7th frame, but still trailing by 64 pins, as we'll be back with the balance of the first match between Dave Davis and Marty Piraino at the $100,000 Firestone Tournament of... Lots of beauty in this capacity crowd. Nearest to us, the stunning brunette is Mrs. Eddie Elias, and Sandy Rose is Davis's girlfriend. Meanwhile, the Piraino family cheering on their husband and father because he has strung them together to the point where he now leads by 74 pins in the very first game, Billy.
He's great for stringing, too, Chris. The other night, that sheer determination, he made the key double in the final frame to qualify for the match game finals. Great heart.
Nearly gets a little help. He had 6 strikes in a row. A little pressure off now. You can see him just sort of exhale and get a little bit more relaxed as he gets ready to continue here on a cross lane shot for the 10 pin.
Dave Davis gesturing. He's not pleased in defeat, but he managed to smile and clowning like he'd had 6 or 7 blows to the midsection, and there's no way he can come back.
It's a double for Davis, striking in the 7th and 8th, raising his eyebrows like now it would happen when it's too late.
Yes, it is. He can go out for a 216, and Marty just has to make a couple of pins on his remaining shot because he's in the 240s right now. If he opened both frames, he'd still be in the 220s.
While Dave is bowling here in this very first game, getting his 3rd strike, 3rd coming in the 9th frame. These are the people and the way in which they finished in this Tournament of Champions. Dick Weber, 16th. Wayne Zahn, 15th. Kurt Schmidt, 14th. Billy Hardwick, 13th. In 12th, Tim Harahan. In 11th, Mike McGrath. And in 10th, Lou Scala. Jim Stepanich, 9th. 8th, Dave Suchar. 7th, Earl Anthony. And the alternate today, Mike Durbin, in the 6th position. And Billy, I ran them down audio-wise because occasionally we get letters from people who unfortunately do not have the eyesight. And I know audio is one way to help them know how they finished.
Yes, our writer from the East, Chuck Pisano, informed me today. He has a very close friend in there in New Jersey who watches the TV show and listens each week, and it's beautiful, a very warm feeling. Chris, earlier we talked to Marty Piraino, and he had this to say about his move and his adjustment.
Well, I bowled in 2 tournaments this winter, hoping to get in shape to make a good showing at the Firestone Tournament Champions. And I came into this tournament bowling fairly well, cashed in the Garden and cashed in Washington. And while qualifying, I sort of lost my stride, but going into the last game, I needed to get into the cut, which was, at the time, I was out by some 16 pins. In the last game, I moved outside, caught a key double in the 10th bounce to make 24 spots, and I've been throwing that same line ever since.
Marty Piraino, who has just shot a 268 in a victory over Dave Davis.